What's up, peeps? It's me. I'm back. And I have got an announcement that I am very, very, very excited about. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is staying safe, and I hope everybody's being smart. Most importantly, as you know, I hope you're getting to know yourself. You are going within to learn who you are, and that you are loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and working on your healing. Okay? But this is the announcement. And I'm very, very excited about this, because y'all know that I'm serious about this healing thing. Y'all know that once I realized that I was part of the problem, and once I realized that all that trauma bonding and constantly talking about the same problems over and over and over again wasn't getting us anywhere, and I decided that I was going to shift gears and I was going to become a part of the solution. You know, I have been gung-ho about healing ever since, especially healing generational trauma and breaking generational curses. So I am pleased, very pleased, and very happy to announce that Healing Legacy now has its own foundation, its own nonprofit. We are now Healing Legacy 360 Foundation. And the reason why I call it Healing Legacy 360 is because doing a 180 change, yeah, it changes you, but you don't become whole. 360 is whole. And that's what we're all about. We're all about wholeness. We're all about people becoming whole. We're all about each individual becoming a whole person. Because the whole is made up of each part. But in order for the whole to be whole, each part has to be whole. So in order for the collective to be whole, we as individuals have to be whole. So it's all about wholeness for me. Okay? So that's the reason why I named it the Healing Legacy 360 Foundation. And the website is the Healing Legacy website is already up. But I just added the foundation page to the existing Healing Legacy website. So let me give y'all just a little bit of information about this, because I don't want to be here long. So let me give y'all just a little information about the foundation. Healing Legacy is now officially a nonprofit organization. We are determined to heal our world one soul at a time, and this is a huge part of that plan. We will be acquiring our 501c3 soon. Then all donations will be tax deductible. So hopefully in the next couple of months, by June, July, no later than August, I'll have that 501c3 status. And the reason why I don't have it now is because I want an attorney to do it. I want a trained and professional to come in and do it so that it can be done right, so that it can be set up right. You know, they say sometimes that we, when I say we, I'm talking about folks that look like us, that we don't take the time to do things right, and we don't take the time to do things in a professional manner, or whatever the case may be. So I want to make sure that this foundation is rock solid as far as getting the articles of incorporation, and making sure that, you know, I have something that akin to a board of directors and people that can be objective and when they come in as far as making decisions and things of that nature. So hopefully I have all of that set up and all of that taken care of no later than August of this year. So if you decide to donate, now, just hold on to your receipts, hold on to your invoices and all of that, and you should be able to use it on your taxes for next year. Okay? Also, Healing Legacy will, the Healing Legacy 360 will have its own Cash App, and it has its own PayPal. So, just Healing Legacy, as far as the business is concerned, as far as us offering the consultations, as far as the YouTube is concerned and all of that, well, all of that can go in with Black Rain, because all of that is a part of Black Rain. But anything that has to do with foundation business, I want it completely separate from everything else. So that's the reason why Healing Legacy 360 When you see the 360, you know we're talking about the foundation. Healing Legacy 360 has its own Cash App and it has its own PayPal. So it's separate. So if you're donating to the foundation, or you're doing anything as far as helping with the foundation, all of that will be separate from anything that anybody decides that they want to do as far as helping Black Rain or Healing Legacy or helping with the YouTube channel or supporting in that way. It's totally separate, and you'll know the difference. So anytime you see Healing Legacy 360, you know we're dealing with the foundation, the nonprofit, okay? Quickly, this is our mission statement. And our mission statement is based on, of course, a Bible verse. And that Bible verse is James 2:15 through 16. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you says unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding you give them nothing which is needful to the body, what does it profit? So, and this was a part of that whole group of scriptures where they're talking about faith without works being dead. And what it simply means is, here was your opportunity. Your brother, your sister came to you. They were naked. They were hungry. They were cold. And you had some clothes. You had some food. You understand what I'm saying? You had a little warm spot or whatever. And instead of you operating, instead of you showing your faith by your actions, instead of you allowing faith to produce action in you, you sit them on about their business, telling them to depart in peace and be ye warmed and filled. Where was the faith at? How does it profit you? How does it profit your brother or your sister? See, you could have evidenced your faith right then in that moment by providing for them what they needed. And that would have also given you an opportunity to spread your message of faith to them, or to talk to them about faith, or whatever the case may be. So that's why this is our mission statement. Our mission is to show our faith in our ability to change lives by solving one's immediate problems and offering them the peace of mind they need in order to actually be able to hear and receive our complete message of healing and wholeness. Folks got a lot going on. Folks got bills to pay. It's folks out here having to decide whether they're going to pay their rent or whether they're going to eat this month. Whether they're going to pay their light bill or whether they're going to eat this month. Folks got real issues. Folks have real problems. And we running around, we want everybody to listen to our message. We want everybody to hear what we got to say, but we ain't trying to help nobody. We ain't trying to go to these people right where they are and solve some of their immediate problems so we can get some of that stress off their minds, so they can calm their minds down, so they can calm their nervous systems down, because all that cortisol and everything got them in fight or flight all the time. Because they constantly stressed out and worried about just surviving. Where they going to lay their head that night? What they going to eat that day? How they going to provide for their children? How they going to keep a roof over their families' heads? And we want them to listen to what we got to say. No wonder they don't want to hear it. Because here you come with all these words and no action. Here you come with all this so-called faith, but your faith ain't producing nothing. You don't do the work and get the faith. The faith is supposed to be, your work is supposed to be a result of your faith. It's supposed to be evidence of your faith. So that's the reason why we got to go meet people right where they are. Now that's the mission statement. And we only have 5 initiatives. In this foundation, we only have 5 initiatives. And we're not trying to branch out and do all kind of other crazy stuff and all of that. No, we're going to stick to these 5 things. Because these 5 things will help produce healing in other people's lives. And the bottom line is, the more people we get healed and they functioning properly in this world, in this realm, the better off it is for everybody. So and this is what we got to do. We must go again into the darkness to bring others to the light. The only reason why I'm sitting here now and I'm able to have these conversations with you guys, and I'm able and I was able to make that switch from being a part of the problem to being a part of the solution, is because somebody reached out to me. Whether they reached out to me personally, whether they reached out to me energetically, whether they reached out to me spiritually, or whatever, they reached out to me. And they came into the darkness and pulled me back into the light. And that's what we all gonna have to do. Once we come out of the darkness, once we get ourselves together, once we get our minds right, we get our mindsets changed, and we start manifesting certain things in our own lives because we have put these practices to use in our own lives, we're gonna have to go back into the darkness and pull other people out. But these are the 5 initiatives that we have, right? The first one is let's go home. And that's simply providing housing. Whether we providing housing for the homeless, whether we taking a family out of some raggedy, roach-infested, rat-infested place and put them in a decent home for them and their kids, whatever the case, maybe whether we helping a family decide that they want to stop renting and they ready to go into ownership, whatever it is, we providing some housing. And understand, yes, there will be requirements, there will be certain protocols in place, and all of this for all of these initiatives, but we got to help people. And we got to meet people right where they are so that we can start the healing process with them. We can be the catalyst to them on their, to them starting their healing journey by showing them that somebody cares. You ain't out here all by yourself. Okay? The second initiative is a car full of love, where we provide transportation. And I'm not talking about, buses and cabs and all of that. No, I'm talking about actually donating cars to people. These single mothers, these single fathers. You understand what I'm saying? These families that have no transportation. These folks don't know how they're going to get back and forth to work. Or in some cases, they taking a third or a quarter of their check every week or every 2 weeks or whatever just to try to get back and forth to work because they got to pay somebody to pick them up and drop them off and all of that. Well, see, that money could be going back towards the household. Or that money could be going in gas and insurance for your own vehicle. So we're going to provide some vehicles. We're going to provide some transportation. The third initiative, Ride the Slide. We're going to provide some daycare funding for these folks out here that's stressed out because they got to go to work. They don't know what they're going to do with their children. Daycare is astronomical. They can't afford daycare. Fooling with social services and stuff like that is so iffy, and they got all these long waiting lists and all of that. So we're going to help these folks by helping provide some daycare funding, so that these mamas and daddies can go to work and rest assured that their children are in safe environments being looked after. The situation is so bad for some folks that they got to leave their children where they can, just so they can go to work, just so they can try to provide and try to bring income into the household. And the whole time they at work, they worried and stressed out about their kids. So we're going to have to help them by providing them with some daycare funding. The fourth initiative is DebtWare. And that's providing some debt relief. Helping some folks with some debt relief. Because there's some people right now, the only thing that's separating them and keeping them from abundance, keeping them from living a life of abundance, keeping them from living a life of kind of comfort and ease, is all this debt they got in front of them. Student loan debt, credit card debt, hospital bills, medical expenses. And if they could just get some relief from some of that debt, they would move out of the negative into the positive. They would move out of the red into the black. And that also includes, paying a light bill for folks, paying a water bill, going buying a family $400, $500, $600 worth of groceries. And like I said, yes, there will be requirements, there will be protocols in place, but if you meet the requirements and you fulfill the protocols or whatever, yes, you will get some assistance. And the fifth one, which is very important, is pop shops. And that pretty much says what it is. Pop shops, we're going to provide some business funding for these folks out here that's got a good business plan, they got a good business idea, but they just can't come up with the starter money or the starter capital to get that thing kicked off. They know they're supposed to be an entrepreneur. Might have started selling stuff and being entrepreneurs from little children. But they can't get enough money, they can't get enough funding to get that business up and running. So we're going to provide some business funding. And again, like I said, there will be requirements, there will be protocols in place and all of this, but we're going to have to go help people right where they're at. Because that's a part of healing as well. Getting people, all that stress and all of that and all these high levels of cortisol and all, stress is killing folks. So for providing these kind of services and providing this kind of help for people is a way of healing. It's a way of helping people start their healing journey. So like I said, that's what we got going on. And yes, it may take a while. It may take a minute before we get to the place where we can actually, put people in houses, but it shouldn't take that long for us to be able to provide cars, because for all we know, folks might be willing to donate cars if they know it's going to a good purpose. There's no reason why, a few months after we up and running, we can't have some daycare funding. We can't do something with helping with some debt. We can't do something with helping somebody start a business, or a small business owner that's about to lose their business or have to shut down or whatever because they don't have any money. So that's just what I wanted to come. I just wanted to announce this. I'm very excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. Helping people has always been a passion for me. That's the reason why I started the publishing company. Because I wanted to help people make their publishing dreams come true. Without all the red tape and without you having to give up all of your rights and sign all these contracts where you're turning over all your rights to your work and somebody else is getting the lion's share of your royalties and all of that from your work. That's the reason why I started the publishing company, because I wanted to help people. That's the reason why I shifted from Undiluted TV to Healing Legacy, because I realized, okay, you're not really helping people. All you helping people do is stay stuck in the problem. All you helping people do is recycle and talk about the problem over and over again. You need to figure out how you can be a part of the solution. How you can really help people. So helping people has always been big to me. But again, like I said, if you want to donate to Healing Legacy 360, Healing Legacy 360 now has its own Cash App. It has its own PayPal. I'll have all of that linked down in the description box. No matter how you might decide, maybe you can't do money or whatever, but you want to help in some kind of way. Well, let me know that, and we'll figure out some kind of way you can help. But if you do want to donate, just know that I intend to have everything straight as far as the 501c3 no later than August. so that your donations can be tax deductible. So you just hold on to whatever receipts, invoices you have, and you can file that on your taxes. But I just want to let y'all know how much I love you, how much I appreciate you, how grateful I am for each and every one of you, how grateful I am for those of you who stuck with me when I made the transition from being a part of the problem to now being a part of the solution. I'm grateful that you stuck with me. I'm grateful for every like. I'm grateful for every share. I'm grateful for every comment. And whatever you decide to do as far as becoming a part of this healing movement, because that's what I'm calling it, a healing movement. Whatever you decide to do would be very much appreciated. But this is what I have for y'all. Like I said, the website, the Cash App, and the PayPal for Healing Legacy 360. Not for anything else. Will be in the description box under this video. Now, when I'm just doing regular videos, then you'll see the regular Cash App and the regular PayPal. But anytime I'm doing anything specifically for Healing Legacy 360, Healing Legacy 360 stuff will be in the description box. Okay? Like I said, once again, I'm grateful for you all. I love you. Love yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Love each other. Take care of each other. And I'll talk to you guys later.